Okay, I've identified the organisation and stakeholder needs, and I've drafted some preliminary requirements. How do I determine what product or service is the best fit?
To start with, don't assume that the way things are currently done is how they should continue to be done, or that you have to change everything either. Whether it's a first-time buy or a repeat purchase, you need to develop a complete profile of the product or service and know it inside and out. You can gain credibility through your knowledge. This is a key source of influencing and negotiating power, whether in that difficult but all-important conversation with your stakeholders or supplier, or to develop strategies, communicate recommendations, and advise your peers and managers.
Let's look at the 5 key parts to this sort of analysis. Product or service characteristics need to include strengths and weaknesses, usage, what drives its demand, the size of spend, any risks in supplying, and other areas that could lead to efficiency and improvements. Then you need to look at your existing suppliers.
While reviewing existing supply arrangements, procurement must be aware of who the current suppliers are and how they're performing. Check with legal whether or not there is a contract in place and any key terms and conditions, including price, expiry date, and termination clauses.
How do I know if future needs will be different from current needs?
Look beyond the life of the contract. Try to consider the changes in requirements and expected movements in that area of business.
Let's move on to spend analysis. This is the process of collecting and classifying expenditures. It provides visibility into what can be quite a complex pattern of spending. Spend analysis requires total spend to be determined, followed by segmentation of that spend. Depending on the data you have available, this can be by product type, delivery location, business unit, or other classification. The next step would be to forecast ongoing spend requirements and identify related areas of spend for potential consolidation.
When you've analysed your spend, you can develop a model for the total cost of ownership. This means thinking about all factors that have an impact on owning a product. The true cost beyond the purchase price. Things like transport, packaging, taxes, maintenance, repairs, and disposal at end of life.
Once a TCO model has been created, it's now time to summarise the product or service profile. This is one page that highlights your findings, issues, opportunities, and alternative solutions, all of which you use to inform stakeholders and management and support the recommendation you're putting forward.
Your thorough research and analysis gives you a clear understanding of what product or service will fulfil your organisational and stakeholder needs. With this information, you're in the best position to profile and engage the supply market and get the best commercial outcomes.